Do you think your success has at any time gone to your head, Whitney?
No. I got a mother who just says, hey, girlfriend, check this out.
I'd like to be there to help us.
Whitney's talent and tenacity were inherited in part from her mother, Sissy, an accomplished gospel and pop artist and musical director at New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, New Jersey.
Guide me, oh thou great Jehovah.
The youngest of three from a middle-class background, Whitney grew up singing in the choir here. Although her parents split up when she was a teen, they raised her with a strong sense of family and devotion to God. This girl from modest beginnings was recently paid $10 million for her new movie, The Preacher's Wife. In it, Sissy's influence is unmistakable.
How does she do it? Just show me a little bit.
That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
In The Preacher's Wife, she got a lot of her mannerisms leading that choir from you. Did that tickle you?
Very much so.
But years ago, when Whitney told her that she wanted to be a singer, Sissy did not encourage her to follow in her footsteps.
I didn't want her in the music business because I knew what it was like, and it could build you up to tear you down.
You said it was a very lonely place.
It is a lonely place. It's a lonely place to be, and you're misunderstood, you're misjudged, all kinds of things, you know.
You really couldn't keep her down when you heard that voice, could you?
I didn't really try. I just told her that if she, if that what she wanted to do, then she had to learn how to do it properly.
Bobby Brown put under the microscope, her attitude constantly analyzed.
Yeah, when you see a child, you know, in pain just through her eyes, or just the look on her face, you know. And I'm ready to kill the world at that point, you know, but you can't always do that. You have to piece it out, and I pray a lot.
Sometimes the church get up in me, I can't help myself, you know?
Her voice spans 3 octaves and can certainly stand alone, but Whitney has always depended on her family for emotional backup.
You received a lot of praise in the early years, and you also took some hits. Either you were too sweet or too sultry, too white, too black, too demure, too demanding, too this, too that. How do you deal with that?
My mother told me, she said, nobody has the right to put any expectation over your head. If you get into it, then you will disappoint yourself mostly. And that hurts worse. She said, above all, to thine own self be true. You deal with it like that, and you give them the best you can, and Whitney, call it a day.
Whitney's mettle was tested at the 1989 Soul Train Music Awards. She was booed.
Where do broken hearts go, Whitney Houston?
Though barely audible in the telecast, Whitney heard it loud and clear.
It's not a good feeling.
It must be horrible.
It is horrible, and it's kind of funny. You go, are they booing me? And they say, yeah. You go, oh, how nice. And you have to sit there and be, like, cordial and be smiling, like everything's okay, and you're feeling like, oh, my God, they're not booing me, are they?
Why have people booed you in the past? Did they not think you were black enough or something?
Sometimes it gets down to that. You know, you're not black enough for them, you know. I don't know, you're not R&B enough. You're very pop. The white audience have taken you away from them.
Still, the pain of being openly jeered has dulled in comparison to being whispered about.
I'm the type of girl who understands my man.
In the 4 years since their wedding, Whitney has been unable to squash the rumors she and Bobby did not marry for love. According to the gossip, it's a marriage of convenience, designed to boost their careers or hide something.
You've called the media demons.
Blood-sucking demons, yeah.
Out to eat my flesh.
Out to eat my flesh.
Yikes.
Yeah, yeah. They probably about me, oh, she just wanted to have a baby. She just wanted a man and have a baby, and this is all a joke. That ain't me. That is not me. That's maybe somebody else, but that's not me.
How are you and Bobby getting along? Truthfully, you have had ups and downs.
Oh, man, have we ever?
Big ups,
based
yeah.
on a lot of stuff based on somebody else's madness.
Feeding into the madness is the nonstop speculation about Whitney's relationship with her female executive assistant and best friend for 17 years.
This wasn't her world. I mean, I brought her into this madness. She goes, "What? Why am I the target? What did I do?" I said, "You're my friend. What else you want? You play basketball. They think you're a man. I don't know." She's a damn good basketball player. She can beat any guy there is. I love it.
Because she plays basketball, people think she's a lesbian.
She's a very tall, very broad woman. She's been my friend for years. I don't know. We just stuck it out. And now we're just, I don't know. They just think we're just, I'm not gay and I'm not lesbian. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter. Lesbian and gay, I'm not. Two titles I can't claim. I'm sorry. I just can't, you know?
And if you
But I do have a friend.
if you were, I mean...
More power to me. I'd say, hey, this is what I am. Love me or leave me.
They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn.
Bobby Brown's image as a free-loving, smooth-talking, wild man around town has also made the rumor mill bump and grind. Swank, slick, street. He moves in ways that would make some wives nervous. But Whitney, who is now pregnant with their second child, takes most of it in stride, shrugging off talk of alleged infidelities.
When you watched your husband gyrate on those videos and do his manly man, macho
The stuff he does with me.
stuff,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
do you ever think,
Yeah, I do. I go,
child?
I go, honey, do you have to do that? I do. He goes, no, I don't have to do that. I cut that out.
What have you asked him to cut out?
That, the tongue. Please don't show them don't show them your tongue. God. You know, it's like, keep that tongue in your mouth.
Ixnay on the ungte. He's got a reputation for being a bad boy, naughty.
And he can be.
Is he behaving himself?
He's behaved himself. He's actually always behaved himself. Listen, if they caught him with somebody, I haven't, so maybe they know something I don't know, you know? And if I wanted to know, I would definitely find out, because I'm that kind of girl.
How would you find out?
Oh, baby, there are ways. There are ways, and I know them. I'm from Newark. I know. I know.
Would you have him tailed?
I might. I might tell him myself.
Other people speculate that it won't last, and are you convinced that you all will be married forever?
Katie, we're on our second child in 5 years of marriage. They gave us 6 weeks to 6 months. I think we're doing okay. I do. Okay, beautiful. Love that song.
Do you think you might want to be a singer when you grow up? No?
Oh,
Do you,
you're shy. You always tell me you do.
what would you like to be when you grow up?
Apparently, Bobby Christina feels the same way her mom does about pesky reporters. And she's inherited a few things from her dad, too.
She does a mean little gyration, baby, like her father. She scares me.
Lots of pelvic thrusts.
Lots of thrusting. That we try to control around here, you know. My mother goes, she's moving a little too much. And there's no music.
If she came up to you when she's about 11 or 12 and says, Mommy, I want to be a singer.
I would jump out my skin like my mother did. I would. Because I know the ins and outs of this business, and it's not very nice.
You sound a little bitter about the whole world of show business. Or maybe bitter isn't the right word. Disenchanted.
I'm not by no means bitter. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I just know the realities of the business, and not everybody's your friend.
Although she can still belt it out with unbridled joy, Whitney Houston is now older, wiser, and in some ways a little sadder, and leaning a little harder on the people she loves the most.
I know I'm news today, not news tomorrow. you know. I can deal with it, but it's Mom and Dad that stay constant, and my brothers and my husband and my children. That's what matters to me.
With the exception of a concert tour.